Namaskar. Today we will be talking about the year 2022, three planets fallen in state, and they are Venus, Saturn, Mars, war, terrorism, natural calamities, economy break, political trauma, and real estate prices going for a toss. All this is indicated by the planetary positions at the time of 1st January 2022 and the planetary positions subsequent in the subsequent months. Now let me read out. In this article I am going to discuss the effect of the planetary positions in the year 2022 and broadly speaking on the major shift of the planets Saturn, Jupiter, and nodes and Mars, because they are the planets which are influencing the globe with intensity. Whenever there are changes, the planetary energies are changing. So, first of all, there is Avrohi Kal Sarp Yoga. All the planets are gripped by Rahu and Ketu at the time of just start of the year on till it is taking place from the 16th of December to 24th of April 2022. So the start is not very good. Arohi Kalsat dosha 6 from the 16th and the Rahu Ketu in Taurus and Scorpio, and on top of it, it has been observed for India that whenever Taurus Scorpio axis is influenced by Rahu Ketu or malefic planets, and then there is affliction to the Cancer Capricorn axis together with Venus, the Lagna Lord and the Sixth Lord, then it's time for trouble, anguish, and pain for the country, and there are warlike situations. All this is happening on the 1st of January. Venus will be in a fallen state because Venus will fall back in the sign Sagittarius, the 8th house of the India Foundation chart, from Capricorn on the 30th of December. And then Mars will be in the sign Scorpio with Ketu and Moon. It is most venomous, and the chart which is forming at the time of 1st January is of Virgo Lagna. And the third house has Mars and debilitated Moon. There is Nijbanga Raj Yoga, but it is with Ketu. It is not good. It shows real air accidents and border clashes. So Venus fallen for 59 days in Sagittarius, overstays in Capricorn for 112 days, parallel to 2013-14 when there was Ebola virus which has spread from West Africa, and now we have similar conditions. Venus has a declination of 8 years, and after 8 years absolutely similar things happen. So and now we have seen the Omicron coming from South Africa. Venus is the Lagna Lord and the 6th Lord of the foundation chart, fallen in the sign Sagittarius from the 30th December 2021 to 27th February 2022, and then in planetary war with Mars, which is at the time of 1st January. Mars is the 8th Lord with Venus, not good. And this planetary war will be there till 3rd of March 2022. The Sagittarius sign from where the coronavirus broke out. It is the 22nd Dreshkon of India Foundation chart. And last time Jupiter had fallen in this sign and the coronavirus had surged. Now this time the 6th Lord is going to fall back there. So the chronicity, it indicates the chronicity of the virus maybe, and panic. It may not be that dangerous, but it is going to create a panic. Venus overstays, so we have parallel situations. Affliction to the Lagna Lord of the India Foundation chart is most venomous. Then 5 planets in conjunction on the 27th of February. There will be 5 planets in the sign Capricorn, which will be influencing the 5 planets in the sign Cancer as far as the India Foundation chart is concerned. It is prone to border clashes and warlike situations with the neighbors. It is not good. And then Mars and Saturn conjunction Last time when Mars and Saturn conjunction took place, then there was the first wave which sprouted. So we have similar conditions, but this date is probably from the 3rd of April to 5th of April. They will be degree conjunct. On the first, and then Mars at 28 degrees. Oh, sorry, on the 28th of December, Mars will be in a just a star. And on the 1st till 16th of January. And world most ugliest events have happened when Mars is in just a star and together with Moon on the 1st of January. So it is indicative of most malefic happenings. On the 1st of January, Moon, Mars, Ketu in sign Scorpio, which is the 64th Navamsha sign for the India Foundation chart. Again, most enigmatic, which is the 7th house of the India Foundation chart and the 3rd house of the 1st January 2022, 0000 hours. Crystal clear of the border clashes and neighbors China and Pakistan. Terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir may not be ruled out. The other parts of the country are also prone to all these malefic happenings. Mars in Jesta and activating the eclipse point. Mars will activate the eclipse point of the 4th December 2021 on the 28th of December and till 16th of January, till it is there. As I have been telling in all my videos, that the double transit of Saturn and Jupiter activates a certain event and the event starts taking place. But the explosion is, the most explosive point is that when Mars activates that point, then it explodes. So Mars will explode the malefic energies of the 4th December 2021, the solar eclipse point of 3 degrees, of 18 degrees, because on the 1st of January, Mars is at 18 degrees, Moon is at 18 degrees, and Ketu is probably at 7 degrees. So this combination is not good. On the 1st itself, the Mars is activating the eclipse point. It is for the complete world. Mars is, with the signification of Mars is explosion, fire, war. Mars is the 12th and the 7th lord of the India Foundation chart, and hence espionage and conspiracy from foreign elements is the major concern for India, for the world also, in a nutshell. On the 16th January 2022, Mars will be in the sign Sagittarius, the 8th house of the India Foundation chart, and it will join Venus. Thereby, the affliction to Venus will increase, and all the marriages which have taken place at the time of malefic happening, especially when Venus is afflicted, it may give bad results. Mars joins Capricorn and Saturn along with 4 more planets on the 27th February 2022, prone to most malefic happenings. Mars and Saturn, the major planets in the sign Capricorn, till 8th of April 2022. Jupiter as the 8th lord of the foundation chart, placed in the 8th from the natal moon of India in the sign Aquarius, and in the foundation chart in the 10th house, shows humiliations for the head of the country till the 14th April 2022, when it goes in the sign Pisces. Then things would improve. When it goes in Pisces, things will improve definitely. In the when it goes there, because as per the Yugadi, the Pisces new moon chart of 22, the sign rising is Gemini, and then the 10th lord reaching the 10th house will be forming a Panch Mahapurush Yoga after the 14th of April. So this is a very good time for the head of the country at that point of time. But Lagna Lord placed in the 10th house in debilitated condition with moon and sun is not good. So there may be some relief, but when Saturn falls back in the sign Capricorn on the 12th of July, it will aspect the retrograde Jupiter. So again there will be troubles, political turmoils. So Jupiter, as we have talked about Jupiter, so then nodes changing to Aries and Libra, they are taking place on the 17th of March, and they will be in square position from Saturn and Mars, and Saturn will aspect Ketu and Mars will aspect Rahu. This is a warlike condition. This is not good. In square position, Rahu Ketu in square position from Mars and Saturn conjunct in the sign Capricorn. All the cardinal signs will be, afflicted. Yugadi Pisces new moon chart of 22. Saturn is the lord of the year. Yugadi Pisces new moon chart of 22-23 will be on the 1st April 2022 at 11:54 hours. The Gemini Lagna and Gemini Lord placed in the 10th house in debilitation, and the Lord of the year will be Saturn placed in close degrees with Mars in the 8th house. In the 8th house it will aspect the 10th house as the 8th Lord. Saturn as the Lord of the year, band of robbers will roam about. People will be deprived of their lives, property and wealth. Hunger and disease will stalk on land. There will be less rains. Earth will be parched. Lakes and tanks will dry up. Crops will perish. Destruction and misery everywhere. Sun and moon will lose their luster. In the Yugadi of the year March 1991, we had similar conditions. Saturn was the lord of the year. The year was full of strikes, discontentment, shortage of food and rainfalls. The chart of the 16th March 1991, 13:42 hours. There will be frustrations and violence by the kings. Riots and mourning are on the cards. So some deaths would also take place. So street mourning could also be there. See, all this is showing most venomous results, and absolutely parallel results like the 1991. I'll write a separate article comparing the conditions for this when time comes. Now Saturn is fallen. We have talked about Saturn fallen. Saturn will be in retrogression in Aquarius on the 5th. On the 29th April, it will go in Aquarius, and on the 5th June 2022, it will retrograde and it will fall back on the 12th July 2022, and will be in fallen condition till 23rd October 2022, and aspect the Jupiter in the sign Pisces, the 11th house of the India Foundation chart and the 10th house of the Yugadi. It will create troubles for the head of the country. Mars is fallen. Mars will ingress Gemini on the 16th October 2022 and will overstay there in this sign and fall back in this sign Taurus, the Lagna of the India Foundation chart, and the 9th house from 10th house in the 9th house from in the 1st January chart, and in the 12th house of the Yugadi. So Mars, this condition will be very bad because Mars is the 7th lord and the 12th lord. Conspiracy and espionage from the foreign elements is on the cards when it falls back in the sign Taurus, where Rahu is placed. So, and in fallen condition, the real estate would suffer, and together, because then Mars and Saturn both will be fallen. In 2022, there will be 3 planets, Venus, Saturn and Mars. This is indicative of most explosive parameters. The real estate may suffer, which is the karka for property. Eclipses, then on part of it there are eclipses. I have mentioned all the eclipses. There are eclipses on the 30th April, 15th, 16th May, 25th October, 7th, 8th November. So then read my articles. I have already mentioned that stock market future January to April 2022 seem to be identical to Harshad Mehta scam Flash crash 1962 and Corona 2020, because Mars and Saturn will be degree conjunct on the 5th of April 2020. Then September 2021 to September 2022 seems to be most enigmatic year for India, BJP and the Prime Minister. War terrorism looms over the world September to November 2021, and then February 2022 planetary position parallel to 2611 and 911 and Gulf War. So there could be countries at daggers drawn. It need not be mentioned. Ukraine, Russia, Taiwan, China. So all these, India, China. So all these things could take a ugly shape. Then I've talked about the 1st January chart, and then the 1st January chart is not that bad, but the Yugadi is extremely bad, and especially when the planets get together on the 27th, 5 planets get together on the 27th February 2022, and then the the planetary positions parallel, and then 3 planets which are fallen. Venus is fallen from the day 1, and it is not good. Even if we look at the New Year's chart, the 9th Lord and the 2nd Lord is fallen in the 4th house. So there will be trouble to Bollywood, as I have already mentioned, and significations of Venus will suffer. 4th house is peace. There will be no peace. Although the Lagna Lord placed in the 5th house with the 5th Lord is very strong. But the other planet position, the 9th Lord and the 2nd Lord is fallen and placed in the 4th house with Sun. It's not good. And the 3rd house has got Moon, Mars and Ketu. So all these things are indicative that things are not going to be very smooth for 2022, and especially in the early part. The later part, the real estate would suffer. The early part, there will be break in the stock and financial markets, political trauma, war-like situations. So it is not good, friends. And the virus, the surge in the virus, as per the 1st January chart, the D6 and D8 charts are most venomous, because Venus is the lord of the 6th house in the D6, and also in the India Foundation chart, and also in the D6, and it is placed in the Kendra in debilitation, and then in the D8 it is placed in the 6th house. So the planetary positions are not good at all. So they show that there will be virus, definitely can take a shape. And then when Saturn falls back in the sign Capricorn, it's a big question whether the virus, when Saturn goes in Aquarius, there will be some relief, and then when Ketu leaves the sign Scorpio, there will be some relief. But when Saturn comes back as a fallen planet in Capricorn, it can give disease again. So these are big question marks. We have to see. Details I shall write details, but this is a bird's eye view. Border clashes, Avarohi, Kal Sarp Yoga, virus spread concern. So all this, friends, this is all I just wanted to share, that the year 2022, the beginning does not start with a good start, because there is a fallen planet in the 4th house, there is affliction to the 3rd house, and although the Lagna Lord is placed well in the 5th house with the 5th Lord, but the 9th Lord and the 2nd Lord are in miserable condition. So friends, there are mixed results as far as the 1st January 2022 is concerned. The chart of one, but Yugadi chart and the planetary positions, if you superimpose the planets on the India Foundation chart, the things are not good. And then the Dasha of Moon Mercury, and then Moon Ketu in December. Moon Ketu will be most malefic. It is not going to be good. but that is in December. So primarily it's a very difficult year for the Prime Minister, for the country, for the BJP. Let us see what happens in these 5 states, the election in the 5 states. I'll write a separate article for that. Let me see what are the things which come out on that. But it's very difficult. It is showing that it's a very difficult time for Narendra Modi and for the country. God bless him. So that's all, friends. I just wanted to share. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good day.